everybody, welcome to my channel. My name's Mel. Thank you so much for joining me today for a music and book matching game. So I saw this game being played by Nat over at Nerdy Nat Reads. I will link her video where she played this game in the description below, so you can go and give it a watch and subscribe to her channel because she is an absolutely lovely person and a fantastic booktuber, so you should definitely go and subscribe to her channel. And I commented on the video and I said I really enjoyed this and can I steal the idea and do something similar myself? And she said, of course, which was very kind of her. So that's what I'm doing today. It was quite a while ago. I have been umming and ahhing about doing this video because of concerns over making sure that I don't get any copyright strikes or anything like that. However, two things. First of all, I am not monetized. I'm currently on 900 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing. And thank you all very much. All those people who have subscribed, whether recently or a while ago, you're all amazing. I absolutely love you and I really, really appreciate that you have decided to join me in this bookish endeavor. So hopefully you're enjoying this video, or will do. But anyway, I'm not monetized because I don't have 1,000 subscribers. Potentially when I do have 1,000 subscribers, this will not be monetized at that point anyway, which is fine. I did do a Heartstopper reaction video, which I will link that in the description below if you've not seen it already. I figured out kind of how to vaguely get around copyright issues there. YouTube did tell me that it would not be monetized because there was one, it's not a strike, but one little bit that was against copyright. Someone complained, I think, but again, that's fine. I'm not monetized at the moment anyway, so I'll just make sure that it's not going to get a strike. Anyhow, so the idea behind this game is that you randomize your music, so whether that be through Spotify, iTunes, however it is that you have your music, and you randomize a playlist of whatever songs, and whatever song comes up, you then find a book that you think matches to that song, whether it be through lyrics, through musical vibes, whatever. Which brings me to why I'm here instead of in my current filming spot, and that is because I am going to use the lounge room's sound system in the hope that that will be good enough to be picked up by the microphone so that I don't have to worry about making sure that it's good, decent quality for you guys to hear. Although, of course, not great quality would help with the whole copyright thing. But anyway, so that is why we're out here. And on that note, also apologies if you can hear the washing machine in the background. This is one of those situations where things going on, when will I get a chance to film, trying to make the most of Rowan not being home so that I can do it in the lounge room and not disturb him while he's at work, etc, etc, etc. Sorry about that if you can hear it. Hopefully it's not too annoying, especially with the music going in a minute. So like I said, the idea is that you randomize something. I'll be randomizing my Spotify liked playlist. I will be matching the songs to books that I have read. So it's a little bit different the way I'm going to do it to how Nat did it, because Nat matched to books that were in her bookshelf. I am not going to do that because we are still in the middle of renovating, and there goes the washing machine. And yeah, not all the books are super accessible at the moment, so I'm just going to match the songs to books that I have read, whether I own them or not. So I will be popping an image of the book up here, and of course I'll explain why it is that I will be choosing that. So I have already linked my phone to the sound system, so I'm going to go into liked songs, and liked songs is already on shuffle. So we're just going to play a song. I should also say, sorry, I will do this in a minute. I should also say that I'm probably going to let the first couple of bars of the intro to the song play, and then probably try and forward into the chorus so that we can all hopefully recognize what the song is. But anyway, I'll probably explain what it is anyway. But anyhow, let's just do this, shall we? All right. So the first song is, let's just fast forward. probably, obviously, that was Set Fire to the Rain by Adele. Alright, what song will I link that to? There's nothing that immediately has sprung to mind. I'm feeling like some kind of contemporary chick lit kind of dramatic domestic situation, because it's talking about a not amazing relationship. I know what I'm going to go with. I was just kind of singing the next bit of the song in my head while I was thinking about it, and I've decided that the song that I'm going to go with for this is The Road Trip by Beth O'Leary. So The Road Trip is about a couple of people who have a relationship during a summer holiday, and then it ends really badly, and then many years later they end up being kind of forced together to go on this road trip to a friend's wedding, and it's about them kind of reconnecting and figuring out why things happened the way they happened and so on. So yeah, that's the song that I'm going to match up to Adele, Set Fire to the Rain. I think I'm going to do 10 songs. So that was the first one, obviously, and let's see what song number 2 is. Okay, so this is Churches, and it is Never Ending Circles, so let's go to somewhere in the middle. Okay, I should probably actually just think of the book, shouldn't I? Okay, so kind of boppy. Not really 100% sure what this song is about, but it's definitely about kind of feeling like you're going around in circles. That's the washing machine ending. Feeling like you're kind of going around in circles, you're not really sure what's going on. Alright, so the book that's come to mind, I'm not sure how well this fits, but the book that's come to mind is The 10,000 Doors of January by Alex E. Harrow. And the reason for that is because when January is growing up, she feels very kind of torn between what she sort of sees happening and what she feels like she knows is true. She is kind of torn between her father and her ward and different things going on. So I feel like she probably feels like she's growing up and going around in circles because she doesn't know what's going on, and she's kind of constantly back and forth between herself and what her father's doing and what this ward is doing and what else is going on and so on. So yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. So The 10,000 Doors of January is the book that I have matched to Never Ending Circles by Churches. Let's do another song. Okay, so it's actually another Adele, so I might skip again just for something different. Okay. Does anyone else recognise this? So it is Shake It Out by Florence and the Machine. I'll just try to get to the kind of chorus. Okay, so the first song that came to mind, the first book I should say that came to mind was The Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco, because of the devil on your back, and obviously in that book, maybe not obviously, but anyway, in that book, the main character makes a deal with a king of hell. So that was the first one that came to mind. But then I was thinking about the idea of it being kind of your own personal demons and trying to get through things and trying to kind of figure out yourself and deal with things. So the book that came to mind for that was Turtles All the Way Down by John Green, because that deals with a person with OCD and trying to kind of navigate mental illness and everything that comes along with that, and being a teenager and everything along those lines. Okay. So, let's go to our fourth song. And it is Metal and Dust by London Grammar. I'm just going to skip forward again, like I said. Oh, it's just metal and dust. We argue, we don't fight. And all foundation built to love. Okay, so I feel like this is going for something very kind of chilled vibes, but it's talking about, basically talking about the breakdown of a relationship. So I'm trying to think, have I read books that are specifically about that? Okay, so I think I'm going to go with Queenie by Candice Carty-Williams because there is definitely a relationship breakdown in that book, but I feel like the entire book is sort of about Queenie trying to figure her life out and having kind of a lot of stuff going on and past trauma affecting her and different things like that, and she's trying to find her way, and it feels kind of like she's falling apart a little bit. So I think that's the one I'm going to go with for Metal and Dust by London Grammar. So let's go for the fifth song. Okay, so this is Moment in the Sun by Sunflower Bean. I'll just play a little bit more for you. So I don't know how many of you would recognize it. It is from the Heartstopper soundtrack, and it is the corridor scene in episode 8 when Nick and Charlie have the conversation, and Nick is saying, like, I don't care about what my friends think, I want to be with you, you're amazing, and so on. And then they kiss and it's all very romantic. So obviously my first impulse is to say Heartstopper because it's in the Heartstopper TV show. But I have a lot of songs in my liked from Heartstopper. So I kind of feel like maybe I shouldn't, because I'm halfway through this game, so maybe I shouldn't say Heartstopper straight off the bat, because what if something else comes up that's even more Heartstopper? So I'm going to have to think of something else. So it's basically like, I want to be with you and I don't want to be with anyone else, and we're having a lovely time, moment in the sun, etc. So what will I say for that? I think I'm going to go with Only If It's Us by Chloe Lees. So this is a contemporary romance, adult romance that I read earlier this year, and I really, really enjoyed it. It's really well written, the characters are really well done, and it's quite a slow burn, but I feel like when the couple eventually get together, their relationship is really solid and built on really solid foundations, and I feel like they then just have a really great time and they have this really great connection. So that's why I'm going to go for this one, because it's got really nice, lovely, fun, happy vibes. So yeah, that's what I'm going to say for Moment in the Sun by Sunflower Beam. Next song number 6. It's another Adele. So again, I'm going to skip it. Another London Grammar, so I'll skip that too. Okay. So I don't know how many of you will recognise this song. It's Tori Amos. It's Sleeps with Butterflies by Tori Amos. Tori Amos is one of my favourite singers ever. She still makes music. She's still an amazing artist, but I feel like she might, I don't know, maybe she never really was super popular. Maybe she's always been kind of a bit of a niche indie kind of musician to listen to. So yeah, I don't know how many people would recognise it. But anyway, I'm going to play a little bit more, just because I love it, and have a think. Okay, so I just think that song is so pretty. It's a beautiful album cover as well. The song is about, like, I want to be with you, but I'll take you however you come, but I also don't need you. I'm my own independent person, and so on. So what am I going to pick for that? I feel like it's another romance. I feel like, yeah, it's but maybe not necessarily a straight romance. Or do I just pick a really pretty cover? Okay, so I'm going to put the album cover up. I did say at the beginning that it was going to have to be books I've already read, but I'm going to bend the rules a little bit because the album cover makes me think of the cover of Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Su Lin Tan. I have this book. I received it in a giveaway, which if you've seen my vlog, linked below again, then you will know that. But anyway, I haven't read it yet. I'm really excited to. It sounds fantastic and it's absolutely stunning. But yeah, the cover kind of reminds me of the album cover, so that's why I've picked this one. And I believe that was song number 6. So let's do another one. So as I was just saying, a lot of my songs in my liked album are from the Heartstopper soundtrack. So this is also from the Heartstopper soundtrack. It is Urban Angel 1999 by Thomas Heden. So let's skip forward a little bit and listen to some more. I know that the lyrics are kind of about heartbreak, but it's just such a cute little riff and I just have a lot of fun bopping around with it. It makes me think of something cute and adventure middle grade, which I realise again middle grade can also deal with some pretty heavy stuff, but it's always done in a really nice way that, yeah. So for that reason, I'm going to go with Like a Charm by Elle McNichol, because this does deal with some quite beefy topics about being neurodiverse and trying to fit in with a neurotypical society, which I think is an important conversation to have with anyone, but particularly children, and I think it's done incredibly well. But it's also just a really fun adventure story, middle grade, great pace, etc. And that's what this song I think of is kind of lovely pace, fast, cute, all that stuff. So that's what we're going to go with that one for. So Like a Charm by Elle McNichol is the song that I have chosen to match up with Urban Angel 1999, why is that hard to say, by Thomas Heden. So that was song number 7. So song number 8. It feels like a perfect night. It is, of course, 22, Taylor's version by Taylor Swift. And let's skip ahead a little bit just for the chorus. So, this is a tricky one because, again, I feel like it's a boppy, happy song. Everyone's feeling happy, partying, etc. It makes me think of something because it's 22, and I realise that 22 are adults, but it makes me feel like they're talking about being young and, you know, having parties and being alive. So it makes me feel like I want to talk about something young adult. But a lot of young adults are quite kind of hefty in a lot of ways. They've a lot of coming of age, dealing with various issues that young adults have to deal with. So I feel like that's a tricky one. I just kind of want to think of something that's really fun and easygoing. With that in mind, I feel like I want to think of some kind of fun young adult fantasy. I've got it. I'm going to say Sabriel by Garth Nix. This is, there's stuff happening, there's death, there's a lot of full-on stuff going on, and it's not exactly like the easiest thing, but again, I found that it's just really easy to read, it's really fun, the way it's written is really fun, and even some of the sort of topics that are a bit harder to talk about are done in just a really light-hearted, fun way. So for that reason, for 22 by Taylor Swift, I'm going to say the book that I have matched to that is Sabriel by Garth Nix. So let's go on to song number 8. So Don't Speak by No Doubt. Let's see if I can find the chorus. Don't speak, I know what you're singing. I don't need your reason. Don't tell me that. Okay, so this is definitely an angsty young adult, things aren't going well, you're breaking up with me, etc. Young adult angsty, gotta go with Cassandra Clare, gotta go with the Mortal Instruments. Young adult angst, says Cassie Clare to me. So yeah, that was for Don't Speak by No Doubt, and we're going with The Mortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare. Alright, book number 9, book number 9, song number 9. So Go Your Own Way by Fleetwood Mac, and again, let's go to the chorus. You can go your own way. Of course, I should be using my dancing time to think of a book, but I was just dancing. So, again, this is a tricky one because this is a really boppy one, but it's kind of talking a little bit about heartache, so, what to go with? What to go with? Okay, so this could be a little bit of a stretch, but I'm going to go with The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas, because I feel like that this is kind of a song talking a little bit, you could argue that it's talking about the end of a relationship or something like that, but I also think that it's talking about kind of finding your own way and a bit of a coming of age sort of thing, and that is what Thug is, and I feel like Star is finding her own way in the world, and she's got a lot of sort of differing forces pushing and pulling at her, so yeah, that's the song. That is the book that I have matched to Go Your Own Way by Fleetwood Mac. Alright, so song number 10 and book number 10. Let's go. Okay, I don't think anyone's going to recognise this unless they happen to be a Buffy the Vampire Slayer stan and have watched it many times and therefore listened to the soundtrack. So it's Lucky by Biff Naked. So this is just a straight love song. So I kind of feel like I just want a straight love story. The first one that came to mind was The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. I know that it's fake dating and there's other stuff going on and they don't necessarily kind of get together straight away. But that was the first one that came to mind as a kind of straight up romance. But also then I thought of Delilah Green Doesn't Care by Ashley Herring Blake. And I feel like that one might suit this one better because their relationship is initially difficult and fraught for various reasons, but I feel like their connection to each other and their developing romance is more straightforward and more love. And they develop a real connection, and I feel like that's what this song is about. Yeah. So, that was my 10 songs that made me think of 10 books. Let me know if you would have connected any of the songs that I connected to any of the books to those same books. What would you have connected to the songs? What books would you have connected to the songs instead? Can you see where I was coming from? Did you agree? Let me know all of that in the comment. If you would like to leave me a comment but you don't know what, then leave me some kind of musical note or a treble clef or something like that. Thank you so much, Nat, for making such an awesome, fun challenge and for allowing me to do this. On the basis that Nat said I could do it, I'm going to go ahead and say that she's probably not going to mind if you want to do it as well. So if you want to do it, you should do so and let me know if you've done so. And yeah. All of my social media details are listed in the description below, so if you'd like to go and follow me on any of those other platforms, please feel free to do so. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would absolutely love it if you would subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, like I said, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you next time.